Okay, welcome back. Last time we did stuff in and around Driftveil City. Mostly we did everything in the cooled storage where we dealt with Team Plasma again, and yeah, that went pretty well. We also caught a Vanillite. Then we also went and bought some stuff at the market, and now we can challenge Clay at the Driftveil City gym. So you may notice that Bulldog and Zeb Striker are not currently here. They didn't die during training, however, I did decide to just kind of, dial them back for this gym, because, well, an electric type and a rock type aren't exactly going to be the most beneficial to me in a ground type gym. So, instead, I trained up a couple of new Pokemon. First things first, everyone's now level 31. I'm currently only carrying 5 Pokemon with me, sorry. So Darumaka isn't actually here either. So Gothita is now level 31. I taught it to Grass Knot via the TM. I taught a Grass Knot over, Feint Attack. Because that will it might come in handy in this gym. We still have Tomoe, who hasn't changed, just is level 31 now. We have Krokorok, who also hasn't changed. I'm going to quickly move Crunch to that slot, though. Then we have Vanillite, who I trained up. Well, it has Icy Wind, Uproar, Acid Armor, and Mirror Shot. It learns Ice Beam, I think, right before it evolves to level 35. And I also went and traded that Cottony I had to get a Petalil, because Petalil is potentially really good. So note, I will evolve it at level 35. I want it to get Energy Ball first, so that's why it's currently not evolved. Anyway, so let's get right on in to the Driftveil City Gym. In here we're going to be seeing a lot of Palpitoad and a lot of Sandile, and I think that's it. That and a lot of Drillbur, and almost forgot about Drillbur. Okay, so, first things first. As you can see, trainers in here are going to be like level 34 as a kind of baseline. So yeah, I should probably have actually just pushed myself to that level cap. But sometimes hindsight, Either way, quad effective Grass Knot does less than half. So that's not ideal. 10 out of 10, Gothita not off to an amazing start. However, it is getting swapped out immediately. It's also currently holding the EXP share, so it's not too bad a loss. Now, I can also swap out to Petalil. Petalil is named Lil because that's just what it's called when you do the in-game trade. And we should just eat this Uproar because we do have the Eviolite. That was actually still a lot considering we had the Eviolite. And now Giga Drain should just kill. Also, 10 out of 10, Petalil will be even easier to train because since it isn't our Pokemon originally, it'll get a boosted amount of EXP, so basically grinding won't take anywhere near as long. And that is something that I'm very happy about. Okay, so let's go for Magical Leaf here. Maybe I should have gone for the Giga Drain just for safety. I don't know what that sudden slowdown was, but hopefully it's fine. And Drillbur is... okay, it actually takes the hit. I'll just go for Magical Leaf again. It will be fine. Because especially when it goes for Hone Claws. And also, 10 out of 10, if you recall when we fought Elisa, we had a massive issue with just... well, in the Nimbasa gym, more accurately. We had an issue with just one Emolga that would just spam double team. So hopefully we won't be having to deal with any more problems like that. And since we've already fought this guy, we now can just go up here. I'm going to fight all the trainers in this gym, just like I've done with all the others so far. So no need to worry about that. I also went back and found a couple more items, so I found a protein. Probably not going to really use it, but, Actually, no, I'll probably just give that to Darumaka, because who knows? Just getting a few more attack EVs, it'll be damage, Okay, so, now we just fight this guy. What will they have? That's the new question. Okay, they have Sandile, so I should probably swap Gothita out, because it's probably just going to appropriate a Crunch at this level, and a Crunch will probably just one-shot it. And with that, we definitely... okay, so we avoid the Intimidate, I swap Gothita out, send in Tomoe, and I should be able to just knock it out with a Razor Shell, I think. We should also pretty comfortably take that Crunch. That was actually more damage than I was... that was more damage than I was hoping for or comfortable with, but we still one-shot, so that is pretty okay. And Gothita will probably go up to level 32 after this fight. And after that, I can... Drillbear has Earthquake at this level. I mean, it's level 34. Okay, I'm now suddenly extremely worried, because Pokemon in here are gonna start having Earthquake. And Earthquake, in case you aren't aware, is incredibly powerful. And fortunately, now Gothita can no longer... Well, we can take the EXP share away from it, because it's about to evolve and become Gothita. Okay, so with that, we can now, as soon as the animation finishes, so we now have Gothita instead of Gothita. And I still don't have a name for it, but, you know, you can tell it's evolved because it has more bows. Okay, so, what do I want to do now? I think I have the Amulet coin on Tomoe for some reason. I will put the Mystic Water back on. I'll put the Mystic Water back on, and from here on out, I think I'm just going to make this the Duot show. Just make it the Duot show, and hopefully it make... Okay, there's no way it's getting 4 levels by the time I reach Clay, but who knows, we'll get Samurott probably in the next couple of episodes. So, let's also quickly go down here and teach Scald, because Scald is going to come in very handy. And by that I mean, it's just better. It's just better than Water Pulse. Like, Potential Confusion is okay. Like, a Potential Confusion status effect isn't bad, but a Potential Burn can just do so much more. Okay, so I think there's 2 or 3 trainers left in here. And honestly, aside from Palpitoads, I think Duot just handles all of them without any real issues. So let's get right on into fighting this guy, because, well, I don't really see him posing much of a threat. Much like I didn't see any of the others posing much of a threat. Okay, Krokorok. So that is a higher level. Also, it's level 35. And we're just going to go for Scald straight away. We outspeed, and we probably just one-shot here. Okay, 10 out of 10. There's the one-shot. Simple as that. Don't know what that slowdown was, but whatever. Hopefully it's okay, and hopefully it wasn't too noticeable. Now, how do I get to that guy? Oh, of course. Never mind, I know how to get to that guy. So we intentionally go the wrong way, because obviously this is not where we need to be. Because we need to go on the one above to get to that lady who was there, and then we can go down to where we fight Clay. So we have 2 trainers left in here. Maybe Tomoe gets level 33 in time. And so hopefully we can get level 33, that'd be pretty nice. Actually, yeah, I think I definitely make level 33 in time here. So, well, we got hit with Intimidate, so I'm just going to go for Scald, because I see no real reason not to. You know, my attack stat got dropped, so why not just go for that? Okay, Palpitoad comes in. You know what, now that it's evolved, Gothita should hit a bit harder. So, you know what, let's go for round 2 and see how much this does. Also, I'm assuming Gothita can take hits because it has pretty solid special defense. Okay, that was a crit, so that wasn't exactly an ideal scenario. But let's go for the Grass Knot. We don't outspeed because of the reduced speed stat. We got critted again. Okay, that's not great. Can Grass Knot kill this time? No, it cannot. I think that Gothita has higher attack stats than I do. I think Gothita has higher special attack than it has, because I feel like if Duosion went for that, it probably kills. This is also probably a damning indictment of how little I've actually played Pokemon Black. Because, okay, full being open on this, I originally got Pokemon Black, and I still have my original save on it. So, like, most of my subsequent playthroughs were played on Pokemon White. I have pretty much the same thing for a lot of the games. Like, I still have my original saves on Diamond, but then again, Diamond got invalidated by Platinum. Oh, we get Aqua Jet. I'm just gonna get rid of Furika. I'm probably not using it anymore. So yeah, I still use... So I tend to keep, like, my first playthrough save and use the second version as, like, my go-to I'm playing the game again one. So, like, Sword... It's like Sword, Moon, Y, Omega Ruby, Black, White 2, Like, they have, like, my original saves for the most part. A couple of them have, unfortunately, been lost to time. Like, I think I don't have my original save on White 2 anymore. But, like, for the most part, I still have a lot of my original saves. Which, some of them are some of them I admittedly made a little bit redundant, because I've taken a lot of the good Pokemon from them into the later gens. However, I also made a very stupid error, because my 3DS and my Switch are connected to two separate email addresses. One for, because, you know, at one point I just made an email address for more convenience. And, yeah, I never bothered to, like, combine them, so they're now, like, in a weird nebulous place where my Pokemon Bank and my Pokemon Home are on two different accounts, so I can't really do stuff conveniently. Then again, the hinge on my 3DS is broken, so I can't play my 3DS games either. Well, I can, it's just inconvenient to do so. I should look into getting that fixed at some point. But then again, like, my entire 3DS library is as follows, because it is right next to me from where I'm set. I have Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon. I skipped Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I have Smash 4 and I have Persona Q 1 and 2. And that is it. Anyway, with that, we've now made our way all the way down to Clay. Didn't intend to make that rhyme, but these things happen sometimes. So, let's see what he has to say. Well, I think it's about a time to see for yourself of what it is about your skill. If I made a gym leader, so, like, at least that takes such a shine to you. I misread what he said, but whatever. It'll be fine. So now we get to fight basically the rich Texan. No, whatever. We'll probably just get through this without any real issues, hopefully. Keyword here, hopefully. Okay, no Intimidate means this thing has Moxie. Okay, goes for Torment, so I can't Scald whatever comes in next, but I think he goes for Palpitoad second. I know that he has Krokorok, Palpitoad, and Excadrill. I don't know why I suddenly blanked on what his ace was. That's the thing I'm scared of. Oh wow, he just goes right to the Excadrill, okay. Let's go for Razor Shell and see how much this does. Okay, Hone Claws is kind of scary, not gonna lie. Hone Claws is kind of scary, increases attack and accuracy, so he's less likely to miss, and he also hits harder. But then again, I don't know if I hit him at healing range, so I'm just gonna Aqua Jet. Okay, now, actually, he's a -1. We might be able to knock him down to at least half here. Like, I think the problem may be averted. Okay, yeah, simple. Simple as that. We went, oh, we can't use the Torment. The Torment came through. We should just eat this Slash, though. Okay, we didn't quite eat the Slash quite as much as I would have liked, but you know what? We still win pretty comfortably. So that is Excadrill down. Tomoe goes up another level, hits our level cap. You know, the level cap that I can go over because it's our designated ace, which so means it can go up to level 36. And now Palpitoad comes in, so let's just quickly swap out, just for a little bit of safety. The Petalil can take whatever this thing throws at me, and I can just, you know, use Giga Drain, and I will be safe until, well, the end of time here. You know what, just for a little bit more certainty. Okay, goes for Muddy Water, we just tank that, we drop a Leech Seed on it, you know, just to make sure, and, you know, on the off chance that it gets a crit or something and kills Petalil, then we are even more in the clear. So we heal 12 from that, and now Giga Drain should just finish this off. And if it doesn't finish it off, it at least brings me back up to full health, no question about that. Unless I miss, which of course I miss, why would I ever land anything? Okay, I mean, then again, you know, Leech Seed comes in very handy a lot. Leech Seed is a very good move. Like, a little inconvenient that it takes a full turn to set up, but you know what? That's perfectly okay for what it provides. And with that, there goes the Palpitoad. And with that, that is Gym Badge number 5 acquired. And our level cap now jumps up to, I think our... I say it, but I sure don't like it. But being such young, you have an imposing battle style. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Here, take this. So now, we get ourselves the Quake Badge. Fun fact, I've never actually played Quake. It is interesting looking, but I've never actually played it. Anyway, with that, we also get... Oh, we do... Okay, yeah, we have a TM for Bulldoze after this for some reason. And we, unfortunately, don't actually get anything just yet. So, first things first, we have to go all the way back up to the top. Fortunately, it just takes us all the way back up to where we were. Turns out you go pretty far underground there. You know, just a little bit concerning that you're fighting them down there, you know. That's a bit weird. And now, do we got a call? No, we do not, so let's quickly run off and heal our Pokemon before we have another important battle. And I'm also going to shuffle the team back around, because I did prepare for this. Ixion, Darumaka, and Bulldor were also all trained up to like level 32, 33. Because obviously, I'm putting them back on the team. So, Petalil is going to be taking a little bit of a break. It might come back later if something dies, but for now it is back off the team. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have? Okay, so let's drop off Petalil. No, that's picking up Liepard. I'll also drop off Vanillite just for now, because I can probably make do without them. Although, honestly, given how much damage it did, I honestly might just drop Gothorita. But you know what? For now, it's all okay. And they aren't holding any items, so we are good to go. However, I now need to... Hang on, wait, I need to shuffle this back around. Bulldog goes there, Zebstrika goes there, Petalil and Vanillite go off, and Darumaka goes here. I thought I saw Darumaka on the team, so it was moved. And there we go. Okay, party rearranged, clean, organised, we're back in business. Also, I never really noticed, but in this animation, Gothorita seems to just, like, want to float a bit. Anyway, I know now I want to lead with Krokorok for this, because we'll basically try to leave town, and Bianca will challenge us to another battle. Okay, oh hi. And now we have another fight with Bianca. I think this is actually the second last time we fight it. Here we have a gym just now. Oh hey, that's Driftveil's gym badge. That's totally cool, that's amazing. Can't get distracted being all impressed with your shiny new gym badge. I'm also a trainer. At times like this, you battle, right? Or, you know, you could just talk. You are friends. Anyway, this time, after we beat Bianca, she will actually give us the HM for Fly, which is kind of nice. And after we beat Sharon, after the next gym, he will give us the HM for Surf. We'll need Surf to get to Mistralton Cave, because, hoo boy, there's a couple of Pokemon in there that I would quite like to get. Including one legendary that I can actually use in this playthrough. I know, wow, what a twist. And more importantly, I can potentially get an Axew in there. And I would love to be able to get an Axew. Axew is so good. And by that I mean, Haxorus is so good. Wow, Gothorita actually outsped something. Impressive. Also, it might have just died. Because, oh wow, that actually took that hit really comfortably. Okay, so Psybeam should just finish off the Herdia. Simple as that. There we go. I know she has a Pignite. Okay, Pansage comes in. I think this is the last time she'll have Pansage. I think next time she has Simisage. Obviously, because you get given the Elemental Monkey, your rivals also have to get the Elemental Monkey. Okay, Torment obviously isn't going to do anything. Also, Darumaka learned Belly's Roam. So if I ever feel like putting my Darumaka / future Darmanitan in danger, I can basically just make it into a, oh no, this thing that is in my way is dying button. Like, if, basically, Darmanitan will hit like a train. Actually, that might be underselling it. I don't, because, well, Darmanitan hits really hard, you know? Okay, that is, Pignite does a bit of damage, let's just go for Scald, and we should probably finish off the Pignite here. I'd say finish off the Pignite, despite it being the first time we're hitting it, because, you know, it did take a little bit of that recoil damage. And, well, her Munna has now evolved into a Mushana. And let's just go for Scald, maybe we can get one of those wonderful little burns. I say that, I absolutely will not. Okay, Lucky Chant means we can't get a crit, so that kind of sucks. But you know what, let's go for Razor Shot, because I think Mushana is slightly weaker on its physical defense. And Psybeam, we should probably just take a Psybeam here pretty comfortably. Yeah, less than I expected, but another Skull should kill. And also, Samurott is 1 level away. Yeah, because now we go up to level 35. So with that, Tomoe hits level 35 and is 1 level away from her evolution. And, well, that is the second last time you have to fight Bianca. Haven't had a battle with you in quite a while, but you've become totally strong, huh? I'm not that strong, so I don't know how to say it, but I think you're way tuned to... But I think you're way tuned into how your Pokemon feel. Okay, so now we get the HM for Fly. We have one Pokemon that can currently learn Fly, and that is Ducklet. My dad gave it to me after he tried to take me home that time. I'm sure it's so I can come home anytime he wants, though. So, anyway, whatever. I misread that. Anyway, I have to go visit with Sharon as well. See you. Bye. Oh, also, I can surf in Driftveil here. Like, I can just come down here and surf. I also don't currently have access to surf, and unlike in every other Pokemon game that I can recall, you don't actually get a fishing rod in this game until the post-game. Like, outside of Scarlet and Violet, in which fishing just outright does not exist, I'm pretty sure this is the only time you can't fish until the post-game. Which I think does get remedied in Black and White 2. So I'm also just going to buy I'm just going to buy more Pokeballs. Also, spoiler alert, I really like the default Pokeball if I can. Like, I use other ones in playthroughs. Like, I use other ones on screen because it's just like, I don't want people to have to sit there and watch me throw Pokeballs at one thing for 20 minutes. But like, in my regular playthroughs, I do try to keep everything in a default Pokeball. Like, if I can catch it, it is going in a default ball. And as such, the Charizard and Cinderace from the Super Raid battles in Scarlet and Violet, yep, they're in a default ball. And honestly, I'm just going to put Tomoe out front. Also, note, my level cap has now gone up to, I think, 40. I will update that after... I will update that after this episode, so it'll be updated on screen in the next episode. Also, on this route, I always... Like, this is one of those things that I kind of forget regularly, but I'm pretty sure that in Black and White 2... Yes, in Black and White 2, you get a free DLing here. However, you don't get it in Black and White 1. And, honestly, the amount of times I've played through Black and White 1 and always just kind of misinterpreted it and thought, oh, yeah, I get a free DLing here. And it's like, no, that's in Black and White 2. So yeah, we don't get a free DLing here, which is a bit unfortunate. Also, on this route, DLing... I think we can actually find DLing on this route. Honestly, that's too much damage. I know that was +1, but still. Okay, so with that, we managed to successfully survive the DLing, I suppose. Okay, I think this is a Moonstone here. No, it's a Hyper Potion. I think it might be a Moonstone in Black and White 2. Or maybe it's a Moonstone down here. Or is that a TM for Energy Ball? I know TM for Energy Ball is like around here somewhere, I think. Okay, what I'm actually going to do now is do a kind of big brain move. I say big brain move. Also, this guy's just like, hey, can you show me a DLing? Like, no, I don't have one. Okay, what I'm going to do now is use a Repel, because I can guarantee encounters here. So first things first, where are the repels at? Where are my repels? I have one. I'm sure I've picked one up at some point. There we go. Okay, so now let's just run through here, grab this. It's an elixir. I was completely wrong on it being both a Moonstone or the TM for Energy Ball. So now I'm wondering, where's the TM for Energy Ball in this game? And now I want to investigate this, because this is a Fungus. And basically, Fungus and Amoongus are basically, in terms of practicality, they're basically just the Voltorbs of this gen. Only, you know, that a bit of an annoyance to catch and they don't explode. You know, they're more like, we're gonna just kind of whittle away at your team and hit you with status ailments, as opposed to, we're going to explode. Okay, of course, the Fungus doesn't just want to stay in the ball. But yeah, Fungus shouldn't be too tough to catch. Let's just throw a default ball at it. Maybe it wants to be in the regular ball. And I will allow myself one static Fungus encounter and one static Amoongus encounter. I will say this now, but I'm saying this now because, well, I'll be honest, you get a ton of them. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them. Like, if I allow myself to catch all of them, I will have a good few. Okay, we got a leaf stone. Part of me actually does want to catch all of them and just go, yeah, the ones with the best natures, those are the ones I'll use. But no, that's not how I'll do it. I mean, if one of them wants to turn up and be shiny, though, I wouldn't have a complaint against that game. You know, I definitely wouldn't have a complaint there. You know, shinies are nice. Okay, let's just dodge that guy. Dodge this guy. He isn't a trainer, I don't think. And now, we've made it here. I think someone in here will give me a shiny stone. And to evolve a involve a Minchino. Or maybe they'll just talk about it. I'm certain someone in here gives you a shiny stone. Okay, there we go. So now you get 3 shiny stones, so you can evolve Minchino with that. I forget what else evolves with a shiny stone in general, never mind just in Gen 5. And now I can go in here for the doubles grass and get my encounter, which is... Well, my encounter is apparently a DLing. Okay. Honestly, I'm not too mad about that. DLing is kinda good. Now I just need to hope I can kill one of them. I targeted the wrong one. I want to catch the female one, but whatever. Doesn't make a difference. You know, they're the same thing, and at least the male one's actually a higher level. So when I eventually have to do grinding, I won't have to do as much grinding. So Psybeam probably just knocks this out from here. 10 out of 10, simple as that. And now we just need to catch this DLing. I will give a summary of it when I actually get to, what's it called? To Mistralton. To Mistralton City, which is on the other side of the cave. So that'll be at the end of the next episode, actually, because the next episode will be Chargestone Cave. In Chargestone Cave, we're going to have a problem, because I have to fight N again. And I remember having a bit of difficulty with that fight one time. But then again, we also get potential, like, really good electric types. Like, okay, so here's going to be my statement on what we can potentially get in the Chargestone Cave. Potentially the best encounter we could get in there is Ferroseed, that's what it's called. I do not want Ferroseed. I really do not like Ferroseed. And yeah, hopefully I don't get one, because I really wouldn't want one. Like, I know that Ferrothorn is like an amazing wall and everything. I know that Ferrothorn is an absolutely incredible wall and everything in this game. I just don't like it very much. And therefore, I don't really want one. And also, I'd rather have a potential Electros or a potential Galvantula, or even a potential Klinklang. I'm sure there's one other Pokemon in there that I'm forgetting about. But honestly, I think Galvantula, like, Joltik or Tynamo would be, like, the one I'd want in there. So, can we find a shiny yet? No, we cannot. Also, Carablast and Shelmet are kind of in a weird place. I say that because, well, they kind of need each other to evolve. So, for example, even though I've turned off trade evolutions, I still need both of them to be able to evolve them. So I think if I catch one and can't get the other, I'll just allow myself to catch the other for the purpose of evolving it. But anyway, let's quickly go back, heal again, and then go and talk to Clay before we end off today's episode. Okay, so we also have 5 badges now, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's just run up through here, quickly get a little bit more dialogue, get our new TM, because this is a Galvantula web. Thanks for waiting. And what does Clay have to say now? Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there's folks having problems, the gym leaders want to fix it. Don't know why I messed up with the dialogue. That's I should stop talking sometimes, you know. Anyway, Krokorok 1, Spiderweb 0. And this here TM's yours. It's my favourite TM, so you can teach it to all your Pokemon. So now we have the TM for Bulldoze. It's a 65 power ground move, and it also slows the speed. It's called Bulldoze. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. Some ground-type Pokemon move a little slower than you'd like. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover that weakness. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go wherever But if you think you can go wherever, and you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want, decide your own limits. I am bad at reading. Today on Reading Comprehension 101, me being bad at it. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode off here. In the next episode, I'll have the level cap updated. And in the next episode, we'll be making our way through the Charged Stone Cave to reach Mistralton City. So feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Later.